to get underway. And here we go. So we are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook. I've got all the chat screens pulled up, so I'll be talking with you throughout the rest of the evening. And there is a look at our players tonight. And I have heard that this is a very rowdy bunch, especially when it comes to the pot living Omaha street. So excited to be here with you guys tonight, checking out some high stakes PLO action from Daytona Poker Live. Say hi to Joey and Eric on YouTube. Hello, Wilma. Thank you very much. Much appreciate that. Lunchbox Hobby rooting for J Bone. Don't know who J Bone is. Fill me in, please. Ron has bought in for $8,500. And, you know, case in point, I told you a rowdy crowd as far as PLO is concerned. How about the 10-5-4 deuce with diamonds bumping it up right away? There will be some action, to say the least. Shane calls out at the big blind with the Jack-9-6 deuce. Diamonds as well. Ace-6-4 is the flop, as you see on the bottom right corner of your screen, along with the size of the pot. Ron fires $200. Straight draw on pair of fours. Shane is in there, and Shane turns trip sixes. Checks again on the turn, and this time Ron is firing $500. Shane check called it once again. River, queen of clubs. Does Ron strike y'all as a guy to shut it down? Don't think so. Blast off. The blast off was just to the tune of $600. Shane makes the call. Shane wins our first pot of the evening. Let us know in the chat where you are watching us from, who you are rooting for tonight. We'll have some player sound going for y'all in just a couple minutes. Won't be stuck with just me, I promise. They gave me control of the camera, though. I can see, watch. Click off and on. You guys know me. I'm mostly gonna go with on. Camera time is very valuable. Black chips worth $100 a piece. Green chips $25 each. Those yellows are one case. Ace Jack 10-3 for Steve. Doug bumps it up with the Jack 8-7-5 with clubs. Shane in the small blind makes the call. Luis has kings and 3 bets. Shane and Doug hang around, so right off the bat, a pot of almost $3,000. Comes Jack 9-6 with 2 diamonds. Luis with the king high flush draw. Doug top pair in the straight draw. Checks over to Doug, who says all the chips. Luis makes the call, and here we go. It's going to make for a pot of a little more than $8,000. The turn is a 7. Jacks and 7s. It was the 7 of diamonds, though. So despite Doug rivering a straight, Luis's flush is best. I believe it's the king 3 of diamonds for Luis. Yeah. Could be missing something. I'm no PLO expert, to say the very least. Oh, 2 runouts. That's what it was. And on the second run out, Luis is best as well. Kings and 9s good enough on run out number 2. That's quite the pickup for Luis to kick things off at Daytona Poker Live. Showcasing some PLO for you this evening. Sunday and Monday we will shift to tournaments. Great American Poker Tournament's a $365 buy-in, a $200,000 guarantee here at Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. Can tell you just based on the crowds today that that guarantee is going to be absolutely shattered. Have a flight going on right now. 2 flights tomorrow, 2 flights Saturday at 11:10 a.m. and 6:10 p.m. Day 2 of the tournament on Sunday. That's when we will bring you feature table coverage. And day 3 of the tournament, the final table coverage is planned for Monday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern. Five-handed to this flop of Ace King 9 Rainbow. Checks around the turn is the Queen of Clubs. Straight draw, flush draw for Shane. Same can be said for Steve. Doug a straight draw also. Fires $500. Shane, the only one who chooses to continue. River's the deuce of hearts. So Doug with Broadway, the Stone Cold Nutter Butters. I said straight draw. He was drawing to a 6-card straight. Had the goods. PLO, not. We're going to hear too much expert analysis here. Ten PLO. We're going to straddle up to $100. Look at the chip counts. There's Luis now with more than $12,000 in front of him. All right, y'all might be stuck with just me as far as audio is concerned for this evening, but our tournament coverage will feature sound from the tables. I know Tom Wheaton is going to join me for the final table, unless he makes the final table. Over under for amount of bullets that he'll fire in this tournament, probably 9.5. Doug with King, Steve, Jack, 4-4, Echo with 5s, and now flush draw and a straight draw. Doug's Ace King best at the moment. Doug bets, Doug wins. As you see, Justin has joined the table in seat 7. Playing 8-handed right now. Doug, Brian, Shane, Luis, Saran, Justin, Steve, and Echo. Tweet out the YouTube and Twitch links. Again, we thank you all for joining us. I know there's so much poker going on right now across YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We're on the 3-bet with the Queen, 5-5. King 8-3, 2 hearts. Not sure there are many hearts left, as we see Shane has 3 of them as well as Luis. Straight draw for Shane to accompany his flush draw. Shane will just win. Disciplined fold by Luis. Rod is in seat 6, and that fills our table. Nine-handed pot limit Omaha. Again, red chips worth $5, green chips 25 a piece, black chips $100 a piece. Rod calls here at the 10-9-5-3. Couple hearts. Steve and Echo are in. Round to Doug in the Strata with ace, queen, queen, 8 double suited. Makes it 250. I don't think it's any surprise that everybody else is in. Ace 9-5, 2 diamonds. 9s and 5s for Rod. Flush draw for Doug's. For Doug. Doug bets $900. Rod makes the call. That thins the field. For spades on the turn. Flush draw now for Rod. His 2 pairs still best. Doug putting some major pressure on him here, firing $2,800. And Doug draws the fold. Rod lays it down. Nice pickup for Doug. Shows that flush draw. Gonna leave Rod curious about that one. What's up, Wisco? What's going on? Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for being here. Make my camera smaller? How dare you? Unbelievable, Eric. To work this into the next contract, camera needs to be a certain size. Full size, maybe. So it's 10-10 with a straddle that's ranging anywhere from $20 to $100. Doug 3-betting here with the ace queen 9-8 double suited. And everybody is in. 5 ways to this flop with about 2K in the middle. Jack 6-5 rainbow. Jackson 5s for Steve, who has the best hand. A lot of potential here for Justin. And that'll be all of it for Steve, who basically beats him in the pot with all of his chips. Should clear the field. Looks like they said one time. About a flip. Steve the slight favorite. That turn, though, is a 4. Well, it was a straight on the turn and then a flush on the river. Just kept getting better for Justin. And he's going to scoop a pot worth almost $5,000. Justin just sat down, what, 6 or 7 minutes ago? Boom. Turns the nuts. Easy game. Sergey, is it on YouTube also? Yes, we are live stream on YouTube as well. Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club channel. New setup here at Daytona Poker Live. Y'all should see they built a nice little bar around the feature table. It's going to make for very good viewing opportunities come final table. Ron 3-betting here with the ace 8-8-5. Steve's in there. Looks like he rebought for $2,500. Calls it Jack-Jack 9-4 with diamonds. Echo Ace-Jack 5-3 double suited. Doug with the Ace-King 4-3 with clubs. Shane with the Ace-10-9 deuce double suited. And once again, we are 5 ways to a flop. That flop is King 10-7 with 2 hearts. Fascinating flop for almost everybody involved, maybe except for Ron, who does still have a backdoor flush draw. Shane betting 1K. The pair and a flush draw. Echo might have just set all the chips. Broadway draw, flush draw as well. And yeah, she did go all in. Shane did make the call. About 4K in this pot. Looks like it'll be about 5K, since I think Shane still has that $935 to put in. But meanwhile, turn 5 of clubs, river deuce of diamonds. And sevens just win? Go 5-handed to the flop. In pot limit Omaha. And pair of sevens is good. Wow. Don't see that one too often. Wouldn't expect pair of sevens or worse to be a winner in too many of our future hands. Cocktails flowing for Doug. Jason, how many entries to the tournament so far? Had 171 in the morning flight. Not quite sure on the evening one with registration still open. Expecting a huge turnout tomorrow and Saturday. The club was able to set up some extra tables, so they're ready for a big crowd. Expecting perhaps 1,400 or 1,500 entries. Last one in July got almost 1,300, creating a prize pool more than $385,000. Shane now has more than 5K in front of him. Luis still the big winner on the evening, but the night is young. Ace Jack 6 all spades, checks around, 7 of hearts on the turn. Doug's jacks and sevens are best. Well, I shouldn't say that, as we don't know what Ron has. So Ron blasts off, Ron wins, and we'll never know. I'll ask him. I'll let you guys know Sunday. I probably won't do that. I probably won't bring up that one hand that he played on a PLO stream that won him a small pot. I probably will not ever bring that up to Ron again. I think Ron likes me, though. Comes across as an intimidating fella. But we had a nice conversation. I said, "How are you?" He said, "Good. How are you?" I said, "Good." That was about it. But I wished him good luck, and he said, "Thank you." That's something. I think we're friends. You guys who are watching us on stream, who are from the Daytona area, give me some tips on some things to do here. It's my first time in Daytona Beach, first time at the Daytona Beach Racing Card Club. Happy to be here, thrilled to be out here covering this cash game stream and the GAPT 200K guarantee. But what else am I supposed to do? You guys tell me. There's a race going on. A lot of fancy cars. Saw a lot of Ferrari backpacks at the airport. Nicole says go to Orlando. Come on, Nicole. Show some respect. Nicole will be down in Daytona, I do believe, to blast off in the tournament. Doug bumps it up here at the Jack 10 8-5 double suited. Lunchbox says, talk to my boy J-Bone. He will put you on. I still don't know who J-Bone is. Guessing it's Justin. Only one name starts with a J. But y'all tell me. How about Ron? The 3-bet with the King 10 7-5. Steve, is this going to be a regular thing? I mean, perhaps. They did build this new setup. Just saying. Rod, Doug, and Shane are in this one, creating a four-way pot. About $3,500 in the middle, and it comes ace-9-3, all hearts. How are there any hearts left as 3 players have flopped flushes? Shane has the queen deuce of hearts. Ron has the 7-5 of hearts. Doug has the jack 10 of hearts. Meanwhile, Rod has a set of threes. All of it, says Shane, about $3,500. Rod finds the fold with the threes. Doug is going to be hard-pressed to find the fold with the jack 10 of hearts. And he's just going to be stone dead unless he can fold. Unless he can fold. Ron found the fold. Can the same be said for Doug? The lead jam, effectively, by Shane. And perhaps he has a little more behind than we thought. And Doug is going to find the fold, and a world-class fold at that. Shane just goes bombs away after flopping the flush. And the 2 other players who flopped worse flushes both fold. Rod, who flopped a set of threes, also with the fold. So a nice pickup for Shane, of course. But he's not going to be thrilled to watch that one back. Nicole, by the way, after your Orlando comment, note from a source. There's no poker in Orlando, only traffic. Thank you, Jim. Kurt says, very true. Kurt agrees. Everybody has swung pretty heavy so far. I mean, for a 10-10 game, everyone has swung at least 2K one way or another, except for Brian in seat 2. He's just down a couple $100. Action fast and furious to kick things off. You're always curious with a new game, like, are players going to start a little bit tight? Are they going to be a little intimidated by the cameras, by the lights, by the mics? The answer to that is a resounding no. It's just, Kurt, I'll be out there tomorrow for the 365. There you go, Kurt. Might as well win it. Somebody's got to win it. Last July's winner won more than $68,000 off a $365 buy-in. Makes for a decent ROI, I would say. Shane, our biggest winner, up almost $6,000. Sergey, I'll be on this table Monday. That's the confidence I'm looking for. That's when we'll have final table coverage. I'll be joined by Tom Wheaton in the booth for that one, I do believe, unless he's at the final table, which could happen. Probably won't. I've seen him play. Probably will not happen. Nicole, I'll take Tom's place if we don't final table. Sounds good. Booked. Kurt says the turnout for these are pretty good. I do tend to agree. And again, we'll have featured table coverage Sunday. Want to hit the money first, which makes sense so we don't just start off when we're on the bubble. So we're expecting coverage to start at about 3:15 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned, though, to Twitter for the very latest. We'll take that featured table coverage from around that time and go to about dinner break. Final table coverage will be Monday, planning to start that at 2:15 p.m. Eastern time. See, if I have a Queen Jack 4 with what looks like $1,500-ish in the middle, I don't know. We'll get those graphics up soon. See Steve say all the chips. Action is on Ron. He lays it down. The remaining chips going for Steve, so I guess somebody else is in there. Steve's got about 2K in front of him. on a Queen Jack 4 flop against unknown opponent. Turns 7 of diamonds. River's 9 of spades. Unknown opponent. Unknown cards. We do know that's run out number 1. Run out number 2, 10 of hearts, 5 of hearts. Against Luis. Luis has a flush on run out number 2. He has top 2 on run out number 1. And it looks like a chop. Who's playing? Asked Beachside. Good question. From 1 to 9, we have Doug, Brian, Shane, Luis, Ron, Rod, Justin, Steve, and Echo. And I'm Jeff. Hello. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. Card graphics are back. Thank God. I think I'm bad at PLO commentary with the cards. Wait till you see me without. Take this sport coat off and just go hoodie, just if you guys don't mind. Bobby, what are they playing? They're playing Pot Limit Omaha. 10-10 with a straddle. Straddle's been anywhere from 25 to 100 bucks. It's capped at 100. Echo does turn the goods. Her hand is best because it is the best. Ron did river a set of 3s. Will that get Echo paid? I do believe that answer is going to be a yes. Nice pickup for Echo. Ron was ready to muck. It's like he knew. Cards in the muck. Pot goes to Echo. Small sample size, of course, but Ron has been the most active player. 75% VPIP, 58% pre-flop raising. Some other numbers that are high that I just have no clue what they mean. What's AGR? You guys know? Acting great river. No, I don't got it. What's WTSD? You guys know that? Something something showdown? I don't know. I like that polo though that Doug's rocking, a little Armani. It's pretty sleek. Luis, the birds. Ace Ace King 10 with diamonds. Ron, not the type of player that's folding 10-7-7-3 with a suit. Rod is in there. Justin calls. Steve calls. Ed's going to help with the reader here for Echo. Yeah, you know what? He's just going to take a look. Why not? Just gonna squeeze those, we'll enter those manually. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? And we're six-handed to this flop. Luis can't be thrilled. He comes 6-6-4 with two hearts. Straight flush draw for Ron. Flush draws all over. Almost every heart is accounted for. It's Rod flopping a full house, force full of sixes. Ron bets $450. Rod just calls with the full house. Luis will have to get out of the way with the aces. So 3 on the turn. Ron's hand still best. Ron still drawing to that straight flush, although somebody might have folded the 5 of hearts and better full house. And Ron will just check fold here. Nice pickup for Rod. Rod down about $1,000 on the night. Not too bad in this game where every pot seems to escalate pretty quickly. Rod in, Justin in, Steve in, Echo. Echo is out. Doug with the ace 5-5 deuce with spades. He's in. 5 ways to this flop. King, Jack, 5 with 2 hearts. Top 2 for Rod, but a set of 5s for Doug. Rod could be in a little trouble here. Turn is the 10 of spades. Can't imagine Doug absolutely loves it, but does block the ace queen. Look at me using blockers and PLO. Is that a thing? That's got to be a thing. Looks like Doug just says, let's dance, let's put the chips in. And another nice lay down by Rod. Doug picks up the pot, going off camera. Don't miss me too much, I'll still be here. You think the players have been told that their mics aren't working? Because it could be a little awkward for them. Maybe that they had all this material saved up for the stream, and it's like, we can't hear you. Gonna have to make feature table coverage or final table coverage. Green chips $25, black chips $100 a piece. Yellows are 1Ks. 10-10 blinds with a straddle. It's been ranging from $25 to $100. Okay, I'm back. Missed the camera too much. Steve with the aces, along with the 9-8 of hearts. Makes it 350. Echo in there quickly with the 10-9-8-5. Doug's is along for the ride. The queen 7-5-4 double suited. Ron called as well, I believe, with the king 10-9-5. And we're 4 ways to this flop with $1,500 in the pot. Jack 8-3. Open ender for Ron. Aces are best. Steve will fire about half pot. Echo has that open ender also to accompany her pair of eights. Echo did say all of it. Let's dance. Can't imagine Ron calls here at just the open ender, but what do I know? Especially when it comes to PLO. Yeah, he's out of the way. I'm imagining Steve will be resigned to calling it off. Less likely Echo has a flush draw, of course, based off the ace of spades that's in Steve's hand, but with just about 1K a little more behind, he will make the call. Once or twice, I think twice, not positive. Set of aces for Steve. Wins run out number 1. Run out number 2, Echo just turns the straight. And we'll chop that one up. Echo down about $1,200 on the evening. Steve down $2,500. Shane the biggest winner, up about $5,500. $10-10 with what looks like a $50 straddle here. I'd call this Luis's game. It seems like he set it up, he organized it. Along with the good people at Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. About halfway through our stream tonight. I want to thank you all for being with us. Perhaps welcoming in some new viewers, as I know that PCA is on dinner break. It's Daytona Poker Live, playing some Potlam in Omaha. 10-10 with a straddle. Bit of a test run of sorts for tournament coverage that starts on Sunday. Now this tournament part of the GAPT Great American Poker Tournaments, is a $365 buy-in. It's a $200,000 guarantee, and I guarantee that the guarantee will be crushed. 30-minute levels on day 1. Flights running every day, today, tomorrow, and Saturday, 11:10 a.m. and 6:10 p.m. So 6 opening flights. Day 2 will be on Sunday. 40-minute levels on day 2 and 3. We'll have featured table coverage Sunday afternoon, expecting around like 3:15 p.m. Eastern. And then we will cover every hand of the final table on Monday, expecting to start that at 2:15 p.m. Eastern. But wanted to start off the week with about a 3-hour cash game stream. But let us know if you come fire the tournament. Tweet me at Jeff Platt or tweet the Card Club at DBKC and PR. DBKC and DPR. Ace 10 10 5 for Ron with clubs. Opens here to 175. Rod calls behind with the Ace Jack 10 3. Justin's in there, sure, yep. Steve, you wanna in? King Queen 7 7 with diamonds. Yeah, Steve's in. Doug, how about you? Sure. Perhaps a nod to the camera. Shane, why not? Luis? No, so only 6 players to this flop. $1,100 in the middle. Queen 6-5 with 2 hearts. A couple of unknown hands here, including Justin's and Doug's. For now, we have Steve with the best hand with the queens. Shane has the gutter ball. Nobody has the hearts draw. It's Justin betting. Don't know his hand, but it's not going to matter. Justin takes down that pot. John says JT about to get somebody stacked. Would that be Justin? Is Justin JT and J Bone? How many nicknames does the guy have? Daytona Poker Live, new setup here at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. Rob makes the call at the 10-7-7-6 with hearts. Justin with kings. Luis out. After Doug bumped it up here with the 9-8-6-3 double suited, we hear from Brian for the first time this evening, who has the birds, ace-ace-3 deuce double suited. Ron is in there at the 10-8-6-4 because why not? Rod says all the chips with the 10-7-7-6. And Doug has asked for a count. This pot escalating quickly, to say the least. Justin and Doug out of the way. Brian can just call. And Ron, of course, still in there at the 10-8-6-4. You can't fold the 10-8-6-4. I mean, is Brian maybe playing the first hand of the night? Yes, but you got spades. The spades are crushed, but you got a lot of straight possibilities with 10 and 8, a 6 and a 4. I think Ron's going to win. I think Ron's going to get there. I hate to say it for Brian and for Rod, of course. I think Ron wins. 10-8-3. A lot of people say I'm a genius. I wouldn't say that, but a lot of people would call me a genius. Really, psychic may be more accurate because it was just a prediction. And so yeah, it's a three-way all-in, ladies and gentlemen. And it's Ron with top two. Rod is the gutter. Brian is the birds. Backdoor flush draw. One of the crazier pots that you'll see, I imagine, in PLO waters is we have about $13,000 in this pot. And deuce of hearts on the turn, king of clubs on the river. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of this game is Ron. And he ships the biggest pot of the night. A lot of credit should go to him. A lot of credit to me as well. Not about me. It did say he would win, though. You got to get in there at the 10-8-6-4 sometimes. Can make two pair. Beachside, this Daytona PLO is wild. I agree. Ron is a beast. I agree. Brian's rich. He's still rich. Still got the nice suit. Still got $100 bills. Well, if nothing else, this is great marketing for the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club's PLO games. Ron now up about 3K. Ron's VPIP is at 83. Voluntarily putting chips in pre-flop. 83 is high. I'm not like really a numbers guy, stats guy like that, but 83 is 83 is high. Eric in our Facebook chat is our producer this evening. Says the new players are not familiar with the RFID cards, breaking the antennas. Yikes. Jerks. Going to take a quick pause in the action to register a new deck and get exact chip counts. All right. So when we do that, I'll take a very quick break as well. Maybe I'll go to the bar. They got a bar here, right? Right, John? They got a bar here. They got, yeah. John's like, yeah, he's familiar. You guys are on break, yeah. The whole crew's going to the bar. This seems like a problem to me. But it's gonna be a wild stream after break. I tell you that much. John and Dylan are also off to the bar as well. Dylan, who's running the cameras, got handed a wristband for free drinks. He's like, sweet. You're like, not alcoholic drinks. Yeah. John says we're having a hard time sober. Set of 7s for Ron, because why not? It's Ron's world, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be a little disappointed with this as nobody chooses to join him. Heater is real. Ron's got more than 20K in front of him. Is now our biggest winner. Again, Flight 1B, the Great American Poker Tournaments. Tournament? That doesn't sound right. GAPT, Great American Poker Tournament. So what would I call the tournament that's going on right now? Just the Great American Poker Tournament. Cut it off. Boom. Anyway, $365 buy-in, 200K guarantee. That'll be blown out of the water. 4 more flights. Tomorrow, 11:10 a.m., 6:10 p.m. Saturday, 11:10 a.m., 6:10 p.m. Sunday is day 2. We'll have feature table coverage then after players hit the money, expecting that 3:15 p.m.-ish Eastern. And then Monday will be final table coverage. I'll be joined by Tom Wheaton in the booth, provided, of course, he is not at the final table after his 9 or 10 bullets in the tournament. Queen 5-3 all spades, flush for Steve. Tom better not be joining me in day 2, because I know that his amount of bullets will be quite high. So at least one of those has to turn into a bag in a day 2 appearance. Assuming Steve's hand is best, somebody, of course, could have the ace-high flush like Rod. We don't see his cards. Rod versus Steve here. Doesn't seem like Rod has the ace-high flush. His cards are flung into the muck. Doug, Brian, Luis, Ron, Rod, Steve, and Echo at the table currently. Justin has a seat, as does Shane. So we're back to being 9-handed. A lot of money on the table for a 10-10 game. What, $60,000, a little more? Doug raising to 100. Ron, the GOAT, makes it 300. Rod makes the call. We'll play along with Justin here. He has the 9765, and we don't know anybody else's cards. So let's all pretend we're in Justin's shoes. See, he doesn't know anybody else's cards either. 1,500 in the pot. And we flop a flush. I mean, can't be terrible. I guess it could be pretty crushed in PLO. Somebody else just flops a higher flush, and then we just lose. But it looks decent at the moment for us. It's Doug betting 1,200. We just peel here, right? Oh, don't fold. Oh, no. I think we got to call there the 6-5 of spades, but I don't know anything about PLO. I know the rules barely, kind of, sort of. Lucky enough to commentate it somewhat accurately, maybe 70-ish%. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. Pretty one for Doug. Ace, king, queen, 10 with hearts. Makes it a hundo. I feel like we haven't heard from Shane in a while. They're winning a big pot early. Flopping flush over flush over flush. Luis calls. Oh, I'm sorry. Luis made it 300. Ron the GOAT is in. Rod is in. And Doug's also in. I just think the graphics are a little behind. So we're 4 or 5. I think we're 5 ways to this flop. That flop is 8-5-4. And we have a lot of unknown out there right now. And here's the rundown of the cards that we do know. And there we see that Shane's jacks are best. Are we seven-handed to this flop? Well, there's the 9-6 for Rod. And that looks like the stone cold Nutter Butters at this point. Justin folds top two wisely. I believe everybody just folded, and Rod will take down a nice pot. A wild game, a pot limit Omaha to say the least. So we've seen Brian play two hands tonight. The ace-ace 3 deuce double suited and the 9-8-7-3 with a couple spades. Balance, ladies and gentlemen. That's called balance. Rod bumps it up to 500. Brian makes the call. Ron's in there, of course. King 5-4. Ron firing 1600. Rod makes the call. Not sure of either player's holdings. Turn is 7 of clubs. And Ron will just win another one. David, why are so many hands not showing? I'm not sure. I know they're resetting the RFID or whatever at this next break. That break might be happening now. No, maybe not. We play on. Maybe. No, this is the break. Okay, so I'm going to take a break real quick, but we'll keep it rolling here, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. You are watching Daytona Poker live. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us. All right, we are back. Shuffle up and deal, and here we go. Welcome back to Daytona Poker Live, coming to you from the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. My name is Jeff Platt. Thank you so much for being with us, playing some high stakes PLO, a little pot limit Omaha. This water, maybe soda, maybe a hint of tequila in there. I don't know. Ace, King, Jack, 6 double suited for Ron. It's been all Ron today. He's up about $7,000. Brian in seat 2 has taken the biggest hit, down about 6,500. Ron's VPIV is an astounding 86%. Justin flops a straight here, but it's Steve flopping a flush. Steve betting 400. Let's see if Justin will see a turn. He will not. Excellent lay down there. I'll go off camera so you don't see me eating this wonderful honey barbecue Chex Mix that is available at the clubhouse. Ace Jack 4-3 for Ron. All the same suit. Who cares? Bump it up to 150. Justin with the King 10-8-6 with a bunch of hearts in his hand as well. Makes it 300. Shane calls it the Ace Queen Jack Deuce. And Ron gonna bump it up once more. 5-bet to $1,250. Justin calls. I believe Shane's in there as well. This pot has escalated fairly quickly. $10-8-3. Justin flops top 2. And it's checked to him. He bets 2,600. Shane the gutter to the nuts. Backdoor flush draw. But he's out of the way. I imagine Ron is done with this as well. You never know with Ron. He folds. Nice pickup for Justin. I call him J-Bone. I don't call him that. His friends do. Maybe we could be friends, though. A little food order for Steve, it looks like, along with a cold beer. Maybe that was a cocktail. I don't know whose was whose. Feature Table weighs in on Twitch, says, good luck, everyone. That's quite nice. Oh, boy, these two could collide here. Rod with the ace, king, king with spades. Justin has aces as well. And you never know with Ron, as we have witnessed throughout the course of the evening. Shane makes the call. So Justin just flatted here with the aces, which brings in Shane and Ron. Comes 6-4-3. Aces are best. Now Justin in an awkward spot. And just lets him go. Hard to blame him with two guys behind him. That's why maybe you just try to get the chips in pre. I don't know. I don't know. After Doug 3-bets, it's Brian with aces again. The ace 10-3 with spades. He gets the rest of his chips in. Ron's like, you're telling me I have to fold a hand? Ron's just a legend if he gets in there with this. And the man is just a legend. Willboy, they're playing 10-10 with an optional straddle that can go up to $100. Rod says all of it. Or at least most of it. Nope, looks like it's going to be all of it. Action back to Doug. You guys got a bunch of maniacs here in Daytona. Doug asking for a count, thinking at this point, do I just have to put the chips in? You guys think Ron's going to put the chips in with the King 9-9 deuce? Because that would be amazing. Do it to him, Ron. And he does it with the King 9-9 deuce. Well, I mean, Ron's going to win again, right? Does anybody have any doubts here? Right? I mean, he's just going to win. That guy's he's just the best. He's just going to do it. Right? So more than 14K is in this pot. Is this all Ron? The captain. 5-4-3. Turn is a 7 of clubs. Ron with that flush draw that does not get there. The aces are best for Brian, and Rod's going to win a sizable side pot. All right, I'm going back off camera to my Honey Barbecue Chex Mix, which you can find at the clubhouse. That girl, can we stream Face Up High Gal next? That would be amazing. I'll pitch that to the higher-ups. Face Up High Gal would be sick. A much-needed pot for Brian. He's down about 3K overall, but a decent pickup there. Rod getting close to even as well. We have Ron is down 590. I think that's just since the recent chip counts, not like overall on the night. I'm pretty sure Ron's still way up. A lot of players in on this one. Just 6. Nine, 6 deuce, 2 clubs. Top 2 for Ron. Luis, Brian, and Shane with flush draws. And Luis just folds. Luis, now I don't know PLO, like at all. But I get the impression that Luis is very, very good at PLO. Would I know? Not necessarily. But it just feels that way. Meanwhile, while Rod turns a straight, somehow another club is left in the deck. Queen eye flush draw and king eye flush draw has got out of the way. It's Brian with the nuts. And Luis is going to love watching this one back, as there might be a little bit of pain at that club on the turn. Trouble for Justin as well, as he has a straight. Club in his hand to block some flushes. Nice fold by him as well. So our tournament director, Byron, in the background, doing a great job running the GAPT. $365 buy and $200K guarantee. First 2 flights today, second 2 tomorrow, third 2. Does that make sense? Yeah, third 2 on Saturday. At 11:10 a.m. and 6:10 p.m. both tomorrow and Saturday. I believe Steve's trying to get tricky here. The ace queen 10. And getting trickier is going to work, as Ron makes it 500 with the king jack 4-3. This is what Steve loves to see. As we all know, at this point in the hand, Ron is not folding. Would he fold now with just a pair of 4s? Ron got there. I guess we just had an all-in and a call, and Ron just rivers 2 pair. The captain is back. Well, Steve's trap did what he wanted it to do, but still resulted in a loss. Ace 9-7 deuce double suited for Echo, who has not raised once today. That continues. She just calls the straddle of a hundo. Luis makes it 400 with the 10-8-8-6 double suited. Five ways to this flop. Of ace, king, queen. Aces and kings for Shane. His hand is best. Checks around. Jack on the turn. That's going to make for a straight for Shane. A straight for Steve. I'm going to turn the camera back on. I'm going to give me a little more me, if that's okay. Y'all. I love the commentator cam. It's dangerous to give me the controls to that, but we're here. And we're here for a chop. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Shane's still live to the full house, which he does not get on run out number 1 or on run out number 2. So, yeah, chop it up. Say whatever they say about the chop pod. Hit the jingle. Cheers. Live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you all for joining us. Daytona Poker Live. Precursor of sorts to our main event coverage on Sunday and Monday. Feature table coverage to the 365 200K guarantee on Sunday. On these very channels. Monday will be final table coverage. Guess we'll have about a $75K first place prize off a $365 buy-in. So that's cool. The birds for Shane. A couple hearts as well. Ron calls with the Queen Jack 10 deuce, of course. Rod's in there at the King 10-9-4 with some hearts. Justin 7-6-6-3. Yep. Queen 6 deuce. Justin flops the set of sixes. Ron has queens and deuces. Ron is sticky. Could be trouble for him here. Could be a potential gold mine for Justin. Thinking how to proceed. Do we try to get the chips in now? Do we just call? I like it. I like the raise now. Makes it 2,400. Shane will muck the aces. And Ron quickly folds the queens and deuces. Nice laydown by Ron. Queen of clubs blocking some flush draws. But nice laydown. Maybe hadn't seen that from Justin before. Worried him a bit. Ron up to 90% VPIT voluntarily putting chips in pre-flop. 90. Ron makes it 425 with the ace 7-6-5. Couple spades. Ace high spades. Jacks and nines for Justin. Guess I should say what? Jack, Jack, 9, 9. Jacks, nines. Do I say jacks and nines in PLO? Ten, 10, 3, so it's strip tens for Steve. He has the best hand of the cards that we see. We do not, though, see Rod's cards. Ace on the turn. Which adds the wheel draws for Shane. It's Justin coming out firing with the jacks. Steve makes the call, going to play these cautiously, and we can see why. Not great kicker. Shane gonna try to river the goods. River's the king. Steve's trips are best, but might be an appealing bluff candidate with the jacks. Blocking the queen jack. Look at me, real PLO strategy guy. And it does get the 10 to go into the muck. Shane will fold as well. Well done by Justin to pick up that pot. Steve didn't love seeing that bluff. What a hand, Justin, says Joshua. Josh is right. Ron makes it 150. Rod with aces, including the ace queen of spades, just calls. Steve's in there, not sure what he has. Eight deuce, two clubs. Again, this is the trouble with flatting with aces. You invite a lot of people into the field, and then you're just kind of stuck in these weird spots. We can see that the aces are best, but just kind of have to be flung into the muck. Shane's going to be in some trouble if a club rolls off, which it does not on the turn. Brian does turn a flush draw. Ralph says, Jeff, you need Tana there with you. You guys commentate well together. I'd love to have Tana Karn here in the great state of Florida. Brian not going anywhere just yet with his eights and deuces, and they are best. I definitely knew he had two pair the whole time. Yep, Yep, that's right. Definitely did. Facing a bet of $2,100. Can he call once more? Pretty favorable run out, you would think. Does make the call. It's a good call at that. Shows that 8 deuce. That is the winner. Nice pickup for Brian. Nice call. Not an easy call, but a good one at that. Doug raising here with the ace-queen 5-5 double suited. Jack 5-5. Doug has quad fives. Every single 5 in the deck. And how good does it feel if you're Doug seeing rod fire? Betting $975. This is the dream. Doug just calls. Turn is a 3. The river is the 8 of hearts. Rod makes a no good flush. Ooh, and he checked it back. Saving himself some money. Doug will win a pot. Almost $3,500. Twin My H says, come on, firstborn. Mama here. Whose mom are you? Entering hand 33, 10-10 pot limit Omaha, the straddle. Ace, queen, 8 deuce for Ron. Rod and Doug are in. Shane is in. And Shane's in for more than the 165, it does appear. I believe somebody made it 400. Or maybe somebody made it 350. Yeah, 350 is the amount, not 175. So our numbers are going to be a little off here. Can basically just double it. So about 1,700 in this pot of King, King, 7, 2 clubs. Shane has an ace-high flush draw. Not sure on Luis or Rod or Doug. Well, Doug bets, Doug wins. Oh, twin is Justin's mom. Great to have Justin's mom in the building. Your firstborn made a sick bluff earlier. Got it through. Oh, but then she says, "Love you, Ron." So which one is the... Are they brothers? Very confused. Southside 30 in Twitch. Let's go, cousin Rod. Rod's got some work to do, down about 5K. There's a pretty one here. Ace Queen 6-6 double suited. King Queen 4 rainbow. Missing some cards, but we know Shane has a king. And the Broadway draw. Justin made it 2K and Shane made the call. Justin with that Broadway draw as well. Also has backdoor spades. Jack of clubs on the turn, which both players are going to be absolutely thrilled to see. All in a call. Now, Shane does have the ace-high flush draw to accompany that straight. So total free roll for Shane. Can Shane find the club on the turn, or on the river, excuse me? The river is the 6 of clubs. At least I think. Now it says 3 of spades. I'm guessing one run out was the 6. Yeah. 6 of clubs on the first run out. They'll chop on the second one, delivering Shane 3/4 of this pot. That's a sick river on run out number 1. That was a wild one. Echo raising for, I believe, the first time this evening. Oh, no, it was Steve raising. Never mind. King Jack 7. Open ender and a pair of 7s for Ron. Not sure on Rod and Echo's holdings. Justin with Jacks, Steve with 7s. Ron turned the straight. He wins the pot. So Ron is about 12,500 in front of him. I want to say he's up a couple $1,000. Our numbers will say he's down $3,100, but I think that's from the last count that we did when we took a break midway through. We've got about 20 or 30 minutes left of play in the evening. Steve will raise it up with King, Queen, 9, 6, a couple hearts. Justin 3-betting with the 10-10-7-3. Jack 8-4 is the flop that 5 players see. Not sure what Echo has. We are sure that she won the pot. Dealer tips. Great job by our dealers and staff and crew this evening at Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. And we're 5-handed once again. does Rod have? Looks very interested. Oh, but first, I'm sorry, it's Ron putting chips in with that wrap draw. And putting a lot of chips in at that. Rod still does look interested as Ron is jammed. This pot has exploded. What will Rod do with about 5K behind? He did fold. Echo will not do the same. She's in there. Does Luis join the party? He does. And what we have is the biggest pot of the evening. A three-way all-in. Gonna run it twice. With about $25,000 in the pot. Luis thinking, oh, I'm in pretty good shape against what I just saw that Ron had. And here we go, threes full of jacks for Echo on run out number 1. And a river? Deuce on the river. Ron makes the straight. And it actually does look like we just ran it once here. So Ron and Echo are the winners. Ron takes a sizable side pot. Echo will take the main with threes full of jacks. It's Luis losing about 10K on that hand. Whew. That was a crazy one. We've seen some crazy ones this evening. And Echo now with a profit of more than $6,000. This be the turnaround for Echo. Looks like about 18 players to this flop. King 7-5. Top set for Shane. Two pair for Justin. Looks like we checked through and saw queen on the turn. It's the queen of diamonds, so flush draw for Doug. Open ender for Rod. Ron with a very no good top two. It's dead against Shane's set of kings. Shane betting 12.25. Ron makes the call. Rod makes the call. Three ways to the river. And that river is a blank. 5K out there. Shane a little more than 8K behind. Shane bets pot. And Rod mucked the set of deuces. Good fold at that. Nice pickup for Shane. Nine eight eight deuce for Ron, who's at an astounding 92% VPIP. Rod makes it 11-25. Ron's not folding. King 10-6. I'll just jam. I should draw the fold from Ron, but you never know. Pretty one for Shane. Just calls at the ace-jack 10-6 double suited. Ron makes it 125, ace queen 10-5 with clubs. Justin calls. Rod's called. How about Steve coming after the jack 6-4 deuce double suited? Not going to clear the field in this game. We are going to spice up the pot, though. Queen, jack, deuce, 2 diamonds. Jacks and deuces for Steve. Ron with a queen. Broadway draw, backdoor flush draw. He bets. Justin with the flush draw. It's going to be that time where everybody's going to be pretty active. About 15 minutes left in the evening. Steve's in there. Shane's in there. About 5K in the pot. Seven of clubs on the turn. Ron adds a flush draw to his pair of queens. He's the favorite to win the hand despite Steve having the best hand at the moment. Ron betting 1,500. Steve's in for the rest of it. His two pair against Ron's flush draw, straight draw, and queens. So Ron the slight favorite. But the river is the 3 of hearts. And Steve's jacks and deuces somehow best. That pot's worth 7K. So Steve now just down about 2K. Ooh, Luis with a good one. The ace, queen, jack, jack, double suited. Ron doesn't like to click the fold button pre, as evidenced by his 92% VPIP. Small 3-bet to 700. Rod's in there. Steve with kings and the 10-5 of diamonds. And Justin with a burger. Burger looks great. How to proceed with the kings. Just lets him go. Probably a good fold with weak kings. I don't know. Shane flicks in a call. Now what does Luis do? Yeah, he's going to get some chips in, it appears. About $3,500 worth. Ron calls with the 8-7-6-4. Rod is all in with the 10-10-8-4. Well, this is pretty bonkers. Is Shane in there? I think Shane's in there as well. No, Shane folded. Okay. So 3 ways to this flop, a 3-way all in, 15K in the pot. At least a pretty sizable favorite, all things considered. In PLO, 3 ways to be at 52%. When all in pre, that's pretty good. $997. Luis's jacks are best. Ron has a 7 and backdoor spades. Backdoor straight draw as well. Open ender for Rod. Luis up to 62% here. Turn is a 7. Oh my, Ron finds a way. How does he do it? How does he do it? The 7 on the turn. A pot worth almost $16,000. This man is a maniac. I think he's up about $10,000. Poor Luis just gets it in good, gets crushed, and is getting crushed throughout the course of the evening. Luis back in for 5K. Rod might have just said goodbye, and who could blame him? Right back to work for Captain Ron with the A7-3 deuce double suited. Steve calls, Doug calls, Shane calls. Queen 6-3 rainbow. 3-bets need to get these guys mic'd up. Yeah, I agree. We'll have table audio starting for our tournament coverage, which begins on Sunday. Ron wins another one. The man just runs the show here, folks. He's got more than $21,000 in front of him. New player coming in. Probably somebody who's watched the stream. All right, pretty valuable seat. Justin calls. Steve calls. Echo calls. Echo's still with no raises pre. She's up like $6,000. Might be the right way to play this game. Luis will make it 500 with the ace-jack 10-9 with clubs. Ron up to 93% VPIP. Rick Marcy on Facebook. What's your name, man? My name's Jeff. If you were talking to me, I'm assuming you were talking to me. Yeah, it looks like nobody's folding. Folds are rare. Pre in this one. Folds are rare. Oh, there are some folds. Speak too soon. 7-5-4, all diamonds. Doug flops the flush. Now we don't know what Ron has. Rick says Jeff Platt. Yep, that's me, Rick. Nice to see you. Doug It's 1,300. We'll find out a lot more about Ron's hand now. It's into the muck. Everybody out. Doug with the pickup. Shows the goods. Wins the pot. Got about 10 more minutes of action. Want to thank you all once again for joining us. Want to remind you about the Great American Poker Tournament's $365 200K guarantee that started today. Flights tomorrow and Saturday. Both days, flights at 11:10 a.m. and 6:10 p.m. We'll have feature table coverage on day 2, sometime around 3 p.m. Eastern, after they've hit the money. We'll have final table coverage on day 3. Showing you every single hand of that final table. Expecting a first place prize of probably like 75K. 1,400, 1,500 entries expected. The guarantee is going to be smashed. I'm thinking it'll be doubled. Rick says, like your commentary, bro. You in Florida? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes. I'm in Daytona. Got Pan in the mix as our new player, and he flops top pair. That top pair, though, no good. So Luis has flopped top 2. Justin with the aces. Min raises. Luis will just call. Turn is the 6 of clubs. Luis picks up a flush draw to accompany his 2 pair. Checks once more. Justin not slowing down with the aces here. That's $1,075. It's a comeback time for Luis late in the evening. Can't imagine he would fold with no heart in his hand. And does just say, let's just get the chips in right here, right now. Like this from Luis, for sure. Justin going to be kind of sick. Blocks a couple of the flush draws. And does just get away from it. Still a solid pickup for Luis. Couple more hands left in the evening. They should turn this into a weekly game here. I mean, this is pretty absurd. And maybe they already do it in some form or fashion. But this will be one way to get Daytona Poker live on the map. These wild cards. Echo calls. Ron raising with the ace jack jack 6 with clubs to 425. Justin in there, Echo in there. Ace, jack, deuce. Set of jacks for Ron. Don't know what Echo has. Ron, certainly the star of this game. And he's just going to win quickly, which will be slightly disappointing to him. Yep, shows the goods. This one has been a blast to watch. Rick, thought you were a West Coast guy. Cool to hear you here. Yeah, I live in Vegas. Fortunate enough to be brought out here by the good people at Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. Happy to be here as well. Be checking in on the tournament over the next couple days. Our next stream will be that featured table coverage. Looks like we're 6 ways to this flop, which is really no surprise based on the way this game has been going. Queens and 5s for Justin. Echo with the wrap. Which comes in on the turn. Diamonds are out there. Steve, the only flush draw that's visible to us. Not sure on Doug's cards. Dan, great work on the first stream tonight from all the dealers and staff. Thank you, Dan. Our dealers and staff and crew have been exceptional this evening. Get the table sound going for sure for our next stream. And it's Ron raising here. With just the 3 deuce, really. Which does make a straight, but it's Echo with the better straight. It goes check, check, and Echo's going to drag a nice pot to end the evening. Pot worth more than $7,000. Both gone wrong for Ron. Still a wonderful evening for him. Echo's been a big winner, though. She's up about 10K on the night. Rick, I go back to Vegas late next week. I got to go to Dallas after here. It's cool. I like Ronnie and Mike on a lot. Looks like last hand of the evening. Damn, Ron's actually got a good one. Rack's being passed out, but we got to play this one out first. You know Ron's going to come after it. Makes it $350. Pan, who's only been here for the last 15 minutes or so, will make the call. Echo out of the way, Doug in there. 3 ways to our final flop of the evening. Flop is 10-9-4. A good one for Ron. Top 2, along with the straight draw. Not sure on Doug's cards, not sure on Pan's cards. And it's pretty fitting that Ron wins our final hand of the evening. He was the absolute superstar, up about 10K on the night. Echo, a big winner as well. And with that, we end things. So we thank you all once again for joining us here at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. And again, we will see you on Sunday. It's day 2, featured table coverage, expecting it to start around 3:15 p.m. Eastern. Monday, we'll have final table coverage. This is a $365 buy-in, a $200K guarantee that you can still get in on. Tomorrow, flights at 11:10 a.m. and 6:10 p.m. Saturday, flights at 11:10 a.m. and 6:10 p.m. So we'll see you here, or we'll see you on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook for our entire crew. I'm Jeff Platt saying good night from Daytona Beach.